Hello everyone, I'm logging in right now to Lacrame. He's in Kern's tower. Let's get in there and do some fighting. Here we are. Taking a look around. Oh, aliens here. I've grouped with this guy before. Let's see what alien is up to. Don't leave, man. We're gonna group. Well, he just took off. That's unfortunate. He killed everything, I guess. Alien is a shaman, and he's level 13 now. Maybe he went out to rebuff himself. Oh, there he is. I was thinking he was going out there to give himself Spirit of Wolf again. I wonder if he wants to group, because I wouldn't mind duoing. But at this level, I think he can handle it himself now. I'll have to figure out how to level in here. Just passing the time with a little small talk, me and Alien. Oh, I wonder if he wants to group. Let's give him Spirit of Wolf. Yes, we do. It's called Duxa UI. So, still chatting. So we put the offer out, duo or not to duo. Oh, he's gonna do one more kill and then he's off. Okay, well let's just help him out. So I'm gonna give him thorns. Let him do his thing. So I'll pull some others. Wonder why he didn't get this one. Maybe because it's green? Well, I'm gonna pull this one that's green then. So I just did Flame Lick, and I'm just gonna nuke it down. You don't need to like go crazy on this. It's a green. We've already got him down to 73%. We need the experience. Nuke, let's do it. I really shouldn't be nuking him because he's barely damaging me. And then he hits me for 18 points. Okay. So I've got a little time. My mom has been visiting. She's out. She says she'll be back in about 30 minutes. So I have a little time to make a recording. It's just weird recording with someone in the room next to you. Excuse. Oh, what am I doing? So let's ignore it. He's still trying to pull something. There we go. Right. We'll be able to heal him if he needs it. So I'm just going to pull this other green here. Give myself Shielded Thistles. Cast Flame Lick. It's so cheap to use. And run back to the entrance area. Still at 52%. Cleaning up the mobs, you know, the greens, so some blues can respawn in its place, hopefully. Doing very well so far. He hasn't even hit me but once. He has to hit me, or otherwise the thorns don't work. Alright, there we go. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 reflections of damage times 6, that's 60 damage, and it cost us 40 mana to use. So the damage to mana ratio is decent for this level. Obviously, it works better if you're fighting multiple enemies. So let's take a look. That is another green. Let's just flame lick it. Bring it back. Let's do... Get it off. I got it off. And another green. So that last one gave me 1% experience. So Alient is now gone. So we got cookies for snacks. Sugar cookies, which are my favorite, followed by M&M cookies, which are pretty good. And then there's oatmeal cookies, which is a 4th place finisher, and chocolate chip, which is the 3rd place finisher. So my favorite are sugar and butter cookies. I like the soft cookies, and if the absolute number 1 would have to be the snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodles, you can't beat snickerdoodles. So I used to go to a coffee shop to study, and I'm not like a bagel person so much, and I'm not a hot coffee drinker. So I would go and get a snickerdoodle. It was a decent sized cookie, and then I would get a iced mocha. And let me tell you, that was a lot of sugar. But I would enjoy it. I would go to the coffee shop, sit down, open up my computer, and start studying. Man, that was such a great day. I miss those days. I wish I can go back just to experience that. Is that Alien? No, it's a different guy. All Ixars look alike. Hey, that's racist. It's speciesist. Speciesist. Alright, this is a good time to get our mana back. I'm not going to make cuts between fights because I've got only a 30-minute window to make this video. We can't afford to cut. So I'll have to find things to talk about while I sit and meditate. So let's talk about hobbies, okay? So as you all know, I'm really big into Warhammer 40,000. Off and on again, I'm into Lord of the Rings. I get burned out of it, and then I come back and revisit the material. I love to read about some of the big figures, not some of the smaller characters. I like the big characters and the lore behind them. The origin stories. So some of the big mysterious characters, of course, is Tom Bombadil. There's mysteries around Gandalf as well. Like, what was he? Is he one of the Valar? Is he a Maiar? So I think he's one of the Maiar. So he's pretty close to the equivalent of what Sauron was. So Sauron was a Maiar, and he served one of the Valar, which was Melkor. And Melkor was the most powerful of them. So it's strange to me that Melkor should become almost a better general than Melkor was, his old boss. I'm playing this phone app game right now, and let me read it, okay? It's pretty cool. Ooh, hope I didn't mess up the cable. If you just jiggle the cable, the sound goes out. Let me check the sound. Okay, so back to this app. So I've got an app that I use to track my steps, but it's got a fantasy element to it. This app is called Fantasy Hike. And if I open up the app, it's recreating the journey of taking the One Ring from Hobbiton to Mount Doom in Mordor. So as you connect your pedometer and log steps throughout your day, it's like you're walking on the journey from the Fellowship of the Ring, leaving the Shire, traveling thousands of miles all the way to Mount Doom, the volcano, to get rid of the ring. So that's what I'm using now, as this app, just to sort of motivate me. Okay, motivate me into doing more walking, getting more exercise. All right, here we go. We're gonna pull this. I'm gonna do flame lick on him. I probably should have healed myself, but I'm in a hurry. Here we go. Get a nuke, get a nuke. Oh, he reached me too soon. Nuke. In between swings, I cast the nuke. Partially resisted, 16 damage. Here we go. So I'm losing this fight. I'm going to try to Grasping Roots this guy. We got it off. So I'm going to come over here, cast heal. Cast heal. Uh-oh, I'm encumbered too. Oh my gosh. It's recast. I don't know what to do. Let's give Flame Lick again. Here he comes. Round 2, fight. Dang, man. Yeah, this ain't looking good, guys. Boom. Big damage. So I've got him down at 22% life, and I'm up to 44. There we go. We got him down. He's all the way at 17% life. I have enough mana to recast Flame Lick. Hopefully this guy's not pulling something. A train. Okay, good. No. We won. 53 to 57%. I gained 4% experience off that kill. That was really good. Time to sit down and rest. We've got a lot of resting to do now. So let's get rid of some copper, try to reduce our weight. Now we're not encumbered. So I've been looking for different phone app games that encourage you or make exercising more enjoyable. There's not a whole lot of them that are good. Back in the day, the Pokemon Go games were really good. They encouraged me to go walking in the parks. The problem is the game itself bypassed the motivation exercise. It just wasn't there. And then they came out the Harry Potter game. It was the same thing, you know. You didn't really need to. It didn't reward you for walking. So that was out of it. And then there was another game called Pikmin, which really did reward you for walking. The only problem is the game to me felt boring. Hey, there's Toefoo. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about it. No, I never got my Bar Corpse. Okay, they're starting to respawn here. Well, I am making a video. I have a small window where my guests are gone to record, so I need to finish the video. Oh, so let's talk about the idea. So Toefoo and I came up with an idea. He pitched me an idea and I thought it sounded really cool. So the idea was the project I had where I went to Citadel Runny Eye and the mission was to get to the banker. It became like an agenda or a goal. So I didn't just run into the dungeon looking to make experience. There was an end game goal to So we figured, why don't we try that in Crushbone with the re-rolled rogue? And the mission for Crushbone is to kill Emperor Crush himself. So we'll have to start out there as a lobby and get to the point where we can kill Emperor Crush. So it's a long journey. Man, I feel so bad. Toefoo's offering to help me out. But I want to make this video for tomorrow, so I have a video to upload. Yeah, let's hurry up and kill some things, okay? So we're gonna try to pull this skeleton, and he considers blue. So I think I need to have at least 50% mana at the bare minimum, and we can fight him. So again, the goal is going to be, I'm going to start a halfling this time. A halfling rogue. Toefoo said he had some spare weapons that are amazing, okay? He linked them to me. I got excited when I saw them. Very excited. And then I said, hey, it sounds like a great idea. So I'll make a lobby halfling. We'll gear him up. We'll go to Crushbone at the very earliest moment that we can handle it. And we'll solo, we'll group, we'll do everything we can to progress through Crushbone until we end up killing Emperor Crush. And at that point, the project is a success. So tell me what you guys think about that. And it was Toefoo's idea, and we talked about it about 2 days ago. I didn't share it with anybody because I hadn't made a video since then. I jumped on the game to play for a few minutes, and it wasn't enough time to make a recording, or I was playing with guests here. However, I couldn't record because you would hear background noise. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put up shielded thistles. Let's try something. Let's try rooting them in place. Oh, it said it wore off immediately. Can you believe that? Let's try it again. Okay, we got them rooted now. So what do? We do flame lick because that won't break a root. Okay. Let's ignite. It worked. Let's ignite again. All right, can we get one more off? Yes, I can. And let's run in there. Yeah, there's no point in just sitting there. I've got thorns active. Let's use them. So if you guys like this idea, I'm going to credit Toefoo with the idea. We can figure out the name for the rogue. I'll create the halfling as my first episode. We will journey to Greater Fae. I will do mail delivery quests to get to the early levels. And actually, we'll be twinked up pretty well, so I won't do mail delivery because we need to increase our combat skills. But it'll be a lot of fun, I think. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to research everything about Crushbone that I can before I do it, so I can bring up a lot of the Crushbone lore, discuss a lot of the quests, and do as many quests as I can. So it's going to be a project completion for Crushbone, courtesy of Toefoo. Man, this guy's beating me up. Alright, 60% of the way through level. I'm not picking up bones anymore. Getting bone spurs. I've got the gout. Let me tell Toefoo. I don't know if he's still on. I pitched the idea about Crushbone in this video. Past 15 minutes, they can comment on the idea. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to make my, it's going to be really typical, but I want to make the Hobbit sort of a Lord of the Rings theme in name at least. So I'll have to figure out a name. And I'll read up on Crushbone, guys. And I'll figure out all the quests, because I know Blackburrow like back of my hand. The problem is there's not a lot of quests to do there. There is a quest where you get a lot of Knoll Patch furs, and you have to sew them into different quarters, and then you make a cape out of them, and it's a quest involving Hallis. I've done it before. I didn't enjoy it particularly, but that's a quest that if I ever do Blackburrow again, I should probably show you guys. It's somewhat fun. It just requires you to loot a lot of junk and then, use a sewing kit. You guys have never seen me really get big into the trade skills. So let's do one more kill. Level 14 is the big level for us as a Druid. I feel like the world is your oyster when you get to level 14. Alright, so let's see. Toefoo is still in the chat window, and this is the item he plans to loan us for this project. It's called, he says, I actually managed to get another eye patch of the shadow today, so if you make the rogue, can even be barbarian with no worries about sight. Eye patch of the shadow gives you ultra vision. Oh wow. So this has 6 dex, 9 stamina. It's a face slot item with 4 AC, the effect of ultra vision. Very lightweight, usable by any class and any race. What an amazing item. Let's tell Toefoo that I pitched the idea as I was talking about The Lord of the Rings. Was thinking Hobbit themed. So we will have infravision, but not ultravision if we do pick hobbits. Hobbits have decent vision. One of their racials is that they consume a lot of food because they're always hungry. They eat 2 breakfasts every day. At least 2. They have 11sies and lunch, and then they have probably supper and dinner combined. And they smoke a pipe weed after dinner. Hobbits don't like adventures. Hobbits like growing things and farming. Alright, let's start giving ourselves some heals. Our mana is regenerating faster than our health. Hobbits like to eat. Hobbits are pretty hardy despite their small size. So what was remarkable about the hobbits is they were able to withstand the power of the ring. Hobbit, like Frodo and even Bilbo, rejected the ring for so long and they weren't consumed by it. However, eventually, even Frodo and Bilbo, because Bilbo, after having the ring for so long, was really hesitant to part with it. But humans, on the other hand, couldn't resist the power of the ring for so long, like Bilbo and Frodo. Alright, let's do Shield of Thistles. He goes, nice. A halfling rogue would be awesome. You get 15% bonus XP. I forgot about that. Real thematic against the orcs. That's so true, just like in The Hobbit. And let's see. That's funny. I actually made a Hobbit burglar in Lord of the Rings Online. So I also played that game, Lord of the Rings Online, and I loved the very intro area of the Shire. I think they did a great job recreating the Shire. However, once I got high enough levels where I left the Shire, my interest, it just kind of left. I love seeing Bilbo's preparation for the big party going on. You would go do a lot of mail delivery quests even in the Lord of the Rings Online. So I think they did a really great job with world building. I wish they had a more interesting combat system. But I'll be honest, I didn't give the game enough chance to make a good review of it. But I love Lord of the Rings, as do most people my age who are gamers. So I wasn't only a gamer, I also played football, I also skateboarded, and I knew a friend who was a big jock, and he got into Everquest huge. I mean, he got so into it, he became addicted to this game. And he's one of the guys who never grew up playing RPG games. He was always playing like Madden and those sports games. I mean, I enjoy those too, but he never gave RPGs a chance. He thought they were like nerd things. And then he became an EverQuest fiend. He played this game so much. It's kind of weird. It's one of the few things we had in common. All right, I lost Skin Like Wood. That's not good. I'm a nuke master. So my nukes aren't nearly as strong as mages. Man, a mage would be imagine playing a mage in this area. I think you would be doing so well with the pet. If you had a mage in here with clarity buff, you would fly in levels to this place. You can solo this place, and it would be so fun. Alright, so let's give ourselves a heal. Guys, that's going to end this episode. Let's actually read what Toefoo said. He says, yeah, he talked about the 15% bonus experience, which is going to be super helpful in getting through those grindy areas. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.